KMIR Midday continues.
Lucie Arnaz, the daughter of Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball, is performing in a show here in the Coachella Valley tonight. She's performing at 8 this evening at the McCallum Theater in Palm Desert. I had a chance to spend time with Lucie at the McCallum and talk about her new show, Latin Roots. I also sat down with her to talk about her life as a daughter of one of America's most famous couples. Take a look. I'm a huge fan of your parents, Lucie and Desi. I grew up watching I Love Lucie, so I'm so happy to be here with you. Can you tell me a little bit about your show?
Well, this is a show that I put together really to say thank you to the inspiration that I got from growing up the daughter of a phenomenal musician.
So if you like the beat, take a lesson from you and me.
My father passed away, 86, and I found this incredible collection of really just live performances and live radio shows from the 40s and the big band, my father's Desi Arnaz Orchestra from back then, stuff I'd never heard before. And the joy in his voice and this incredible music just turned me on, so that's really all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be in front of a band that good and have charts that amazing to sing. And I kind of put it out there, as they say, and within a couple of years that's what I was doing, and I've been doing that for 24 years now.
Culture was a big part of your father's life. How does it impact your life?
Funny, because that's what I try to talk about in the show a little bit, how interesting it was to be from a very American mother. I mean, really, her parents go back to the Mayflower and New England stock, you know, pioneer stock, and then a father that was the polar opposite. I mean, he was too cold all the time in our house. He wanted to be where it was tropical, and he was all about music and passion and sunsets and beaches, and she just wanted snow, and you know. There was a real push-pull going on, but I think it made me a very interesting combination of both of them.
Your father really was revolutionary. He created the 3-camera technique. He also was the first one to film in front of a live studio audience. But I also read that he was the only person on the show that wasn't nominated for an Emmy. So why do you think that was?
Good question. Why was it? I think, you know, it could have a little bit of leftover ick that was in the public's eye about mixed marriages. That was a mixed marriage back in those days, you know, a Spanish guy. It was almost like a black and white person getting married, and he had to prove himself a lot. I don't think they took him as seriously, which is an interesting thing. They didn't know at that time what he was doing behind the scenes.
What's your favorite I Love Lucie episode?
I also have like an award for you, because I think you're the 1 millionth person that asked me that. There's no answer to that question. It's a great sort of, you know, soundbite question, but there is no answer. There's too many good shows in I Love Lucie. And I didn't grow up being one of those people who was a big fan of I Love Lucie. Incredibly enough, I just wanted them to come home. You know, it wasn't until many, many, many years later that I realized that's a fabulous show. Oh my gosh, how funny that is.
Your parents spent a lot of time here in the Coachella Valley, so what is it like for you to be here now as a resident?
It's terrific to come back here, because it is like that still, even though it's more built up. It's still such a doable city. My husband Larry and I wake up every day, and at some point during the day we'll say, I love it here. And we go, okay, that's it for the day. You can't say it again. That's all you can say. It's just once a day. But we really do. We love, love, love. We have so many good friends down here. I've performed at the Annenberg several times before I moved here, and the McCallum several times before moving here, and it's just really great to be able to come back and perform again when you're just driving 15 minutes to get there. I mean, we're so lucky to have this kind of theater and entertainment in the valley.
Lucie Arnaz's show, Latin Roots, is going on tonight at the McCallum Theater, 8 p.m. For more information, go to McCallumTheater.com. So Lucie recently moved here to the Coachella Valley, and it's so cool because her parents were one of the founding members of the Thunderbird Country Club in Rancho Mirage, so they really had a huge, huge part to do with why that country club started.
Well, Lucie couldn't answer the question, or she had trouble, but I know you can. What is your favorite I Love Lucie episode?
You know, I love the Vitamita Vegemin episode, which I know is a lot of people's favorite, but I just love that one. It makes me laugh every single time.
Well, I'm glad you got to meet her, because I know that's your thing.
I'm a huge fan of theirs, so it was such a pleasure to meet her. Very amazing person.